Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the House of Representatives. This is your state representative, Cary Condotta, with some very, very good news for the 12th District, frankly for all of rural Washington. We have a solution to the Hirst dilemma. A bill has been passed, and we now are back to having water rights. We can drill wells as we used to. As a matter of fact, for most basins, it's back to the status quo. If your basin or your county did their homework like most of ours did, then their watershed planning is done, and this bill retros back to that original plan. It protects the inflow streams and provides water, and very little difference from what was prior to Hirst. So this is a huge breakthrough. There are other basins in other areas, particularly in western Washington, that will pay a little more and have more restrictions because they didn't do their homework on water. But for the most part, it's looking good for the folks in eastern Washington, and that's a big breakthrough for economic development, for builders, and if you own property, I'm sure you're breathing a sigh of relief right now that it still has some value. Well, because that was done, we went ahead and moved the capital budget, something a lot of folks have been waiting for. The capital budget builds things like, college buildings and schools and all kinds of projects, city halls, emergency centers, you name it. And the 12th District certainly will get a lot of projects. It was a big capital budget. It was negotiated over a 2-year period. That has also been passed, and so now all those projects can move forward. We've got projects in Pateros, in Brewster, and Twisp, and of course in Wenatchee as well. All kinds of projects throughout the 12th District. So this should really get things rolling in the next year. This will start unfolding in the next few months, and it'll be good for a couple of years of work at least for most of these projects. Budget-wise, well, we're starting to get down to the crunch. Yeah, it's hard to believe it is a short session. We're going to be talking about the budget more in the next few weeks. But folks, right now we're sitting at over $2 billion in available cash between the rainy day fund and the actual extra revenue that's come in because of the strong economy in the last year. It's our proposal that we reduce that property tax that you're all going to pay this year that was put in because of the McCleary education decision. We raised that property tax from 50 cents to 81 cents. We have a proposal to take it back to 50 cents. That would just pretty much level off any property tax increases or make it very little of an increase for most folks. And then in the next few years, the local taxes will roll back, so property taxes would actually go down for most people over a period of 4 years. We think with 4 years of record revenue, 4 years of increases in revenue, it's time to give some back. Now, I don't know if our friends on the other side of the aisle agree with that or not. I guess we'll find out in the next few weeks, but we certainly have the money and the ability to do that, and I think it would help everyone to reduce property taxes, including the high cost of housing, rent, and all the other issues that go with it. So that's something we'll be working on. Of course, there is some spending, some programs that need to be boosted. Our health care is still a concern for everybody. We've got mental health to take care of and some other things, but there's still plenty of money left to do to give some back, and that's the plan when it's all said and done. So it won't be long. We'll talk more in detail about the budget, but for now, we've got water rights back throughout eastern Washington. We have capital budget on a roll coming your way, projects that have been delayed a bit, but will get underway now. And so things are pretty darn good here in Olympia for now, but that can change real quickly. We'll keep you posted next week.